Howdy legends, Bailey here from Outback Equipment, and today we're going to be tackling the Throttle Grenade from Black Ops Off-Road. Alright guys, later on we're going to be installing this in one of the vehicles, but right now let's have a look at what's in the box. Right here we've got the throttle controller itself, so open that one up. Pretty nice boxing if I do say so. You can see the throttle controller there itself. We've got the throttle controller itself. We've got the wiring harness, so this is particular to your model of vehicle that you select. So this is just straight plug and play unit. And then the bottom there, we've just got a few zip ties for installing and the manual as well. And don't forget the most important part, quick sticker there, can't forget that one. Alright guys, as you can see here, pretty compact. That's everything you're going to need for the installs. Alright guys, we're down at the OE Patrol now, ready to install the Throttle Grenade. Pretty simple install, it's all plug and play. All we have to do is go down, find our connection for our throttle, unplug the existing throttle controller wiring and join this in between. So we're going to do that now. Alright guys, we've gone ahead, plugged in all the wiring that we need to do, and I've run it up to whereabouts I want it on the dash. So we're going to be sticking this one on the plastic. So your throttle controller comes with a sticky adhesive on the back. So you just want to make sure the plastics are nice and clean, especially if you've been putting any protectants on it, otherwise it's not going to stick down. Pretty much got that fully installed now, super easy, didn't take more than a few minutes. We'll turn the car on now and run you through some of the settings. So on the left hand side here, you've got the mode, so that's going to run through all your modes on the throttle controller. Next up is your minus button, so that's going to change your sensitivity on each mode. And finally, the plus button, obviously going backwards in the other direction. For this application, we've got it set to MT, so that's manual transmission. If you've got an automatic car, all you have to do is hold down the plus button for a few seconds there and it'll change to AT, so that just stands for your automatic transmission. So for the Patrol here today, we're going to switch that back to manual. So that's all set up, ready to go. We'll just take you through some of the settings now. So as you can see here on the screen, we're starting off with sand and mud mode. So pretty self-explanatory there, guys. Ideal for if you're on the beach or in a muddy situation. Gives you that extra sensitivity to your throttle. We'll click through. We've got Off-Road Plus. So this one's going to be your most responsive out of those two. It's going to be good for off-road situations when you need that responsive throttle. Next one, your explode mode. So obviously this one, Throttle Grenade, explode mode. It's going to be your most aggressive setting. It's going to be the most responsive, perfect for overtaking when you're on the highway or just when you want that most responsive throttle. Next one on the screen here is Intel. So this one monitors your driving style and applies more responsive or less responsive throttle when you need it. So perfect for that day-to-day drive when you need quick responsive throttle control to overtake someone, but not that touchy sensitivity on some of the other modes. Next up here, we've got crawl mode, guys. This is ideal for when you're off-road, rock crawling, any of those situations. It takes the responsiveness out of your throttle, so it goes back in the other direction that you think you would usually have in a throttle controller and allows for a smooth and progressive throttle. This will help stop wheel spin and quick acceleration when you're off-road, possibly avoiding damage to your vehicle or that bumpiness. Next up, we've got stock. So this one's pretty self-explanatory as well. This just reverts back to your standard settings for your throttle. So if you just want to go back to how your throttle normally feels, you can just click over to that and that'll provide your standard settings. Alright guys, another super handy feature with the Throttle Grenade is to be able to disarm your throttle. So that acts as an anti-theft, just another layer of security, especially for some of your older vehicles out there as well. So if we go ahead and hold down the two left-hand buttons for a few seconds here, it'll pop up with a code. So you're able to set your code. In this case, we're going to do 240. And we've got our Throttle Grenade now disarmed. So to be able to rearm your Throttle Grenade and get your vehicle throttle working again, just type in your code that you have set. Hold down your two left-hand buttons again, and your throttle is now rearmed, ready to go. Last feature of our Throttle Grenade here, and probably one of the most useful, to be honest. We're sitting here in stock mode, you're cruising along the road and you need to overtake on the highway. Maybe you've got a caravan on the back, you need that bit of extra throttle responsiveness If you go ahead and hold down your mode button for 3 seconds, we're going to jump straight into explode mode. So that's going to provide you with that throttle response that you need straight at one click of the button. All right guys, it's been a few days now. I've been out and about using the Throttle Grenade. It's been awesome for the commute. Had that responsive throttle when I needed it. It's really boosted the power in the old 3 litre here. If you want to grab one of these yourself, they're available all day, every day, multiple models, outbackequipment.com.au. Go check them out. All right guys, this has been Bailey from Outback Equipment. You guys know the deal. Like, subscribe, and we will catch you in the next one. That one right there, Ben.
Oh,
Can you
beautiful.
see it?
I can see it so clearly.